In the Heart of the Word, Reflections by Father Joseph Mary, SCTJM, on the daily readings from the Holy Mass. Sunday of the 30th week of Ordinary Time.
God bless you, dear family. Today in the Heart of the Word, the 30th Sunday of Ordinary Time, Jesus teaches the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. The Pharisees were a lay Jewish renewal movement that sought to maintain total fidelity to the Torah following the return from the Babylonian exile. They did not look to the priests in Jerusalem to guide them. Rather, they had their own teachers, great ones, whom they called rabbi, who handed on the law of Moses and the oral tradition according to the elders. The fear of the Pharisees was to lose the land again, which they thought would happen if Israel was not exactly faithful to the Torah. The problem with that was that for many of them, the letter of the law became an idol, and they forgot about the God of the covenant. On the other hand, the tax collector was a Jewish man who sold out for the money. He collected taxes for Rome from his own people, and he made his money off of what he collected. He was a traitor, he was shallow, he was a sinner, he was like a parasite on his own people. Within this cultural contrast, we have our parable today. Jesus says, the Pharisee took up his position and spoke this prayer to himself in the temple. "O God, I thank you that I am not like the rest of humanity." So to whom did the Pharisee actually pray? To himself. He was not praying at all. He was adoring himself in the house of God, which is a sacrilege. It is idolatry. On the other hand, we have the tax collector, who rightfully and validly did not enter the temple area. He stayed at a distance and would not raise his eyes to heaven. He did pray, "O God, have mercy on me, a sinner." The tax collector sees who he is in the presence of God. He's a sinner, and he repents and he begs for mercy. In this way, the tax collector actually prays, and he actually knows who God is. Jesus then asked at the conclusion of the parable, who went home justified? The Pharisee went home filled with himself. The tax collector went home with God and filled with his love. Let us listen to these words of Mother Adela. The love of the heart of Jesus is compassionate and merciful. The love of Jesus is radically new. It is a love that forgives and forgets, a love that makes all things new. My brothers and sisters, it is never too late to return to the Lord. It is never too late to pray from the heart and to ask for forgiveness, perhaps beginning with the simple prayer that justified a tax collector in the eyes of Almighty God. O Lord, have mercy on me, a sinner. All for the heart of Jesus through the heart of Mary.